People have been panic buying salt in South Korea. Shelves were cleared by locals concerned about plans by neighboring Japan.
일본 후쿠시마 그 원전 그 방류하는 것 때문에 걱정이에요. 그리고 애들도 걱정이죠. 우리는 뭐 다 살았으니까. 네.
The Japanese government plans to start releasing over 1 million tons of water previously used to cool 3 nuclear reactors at the Fukushima nuclear plant, which was wrecked by a devastating earthquake and tsunami in 2011. Officials say the radioactive water, stored in about 1,000 massive containers, will be filtered and diluted before being released through an underwater tunnel that extends about 1 kilometre into the ocean. Japan's government is working with its nuclear regulator to ensure the water meets international safety standards. The United Nations nuclear watchdog has also said the water will pose no threat.
Its application, if the government decides to proceed with it, would have negligible impact on the environment, meaning the water, fish, and sediment.
Despite those assurances, people in the region are worried.
하고 있는데 사실 후쿠시마 방사능 오염수라고 하는 게 뭔가 이제 방사능에 대한 책임, 사고에 대한 책임을 사실 일본 정부가 모든 전 세계 국민들한테 이렇게 좀 떠넘기는 일이라고 생각을 하고요.
The environmental group Greenpeace issued a statement in 2020 expressing concerns that radioactivity could alter human DNA. Pacific Island nations have said they're worried that water from Fukushima could contribute to nuclear contamination of the region known as the Blue Pacific. China has urged Japan not to press ahead.
我们的要求很简单，就是日方叫停排海计划，同国际社会认真的协商，共同探讨科学、安全、透明，为各方所认可的处理方式。
Hong Kong's Secretary for Environment and Ecology has said that if the water is released, the city will immediately ban the import of aquatic products from Japan's coastal prefectures that are close to Fukushima and impose strict controls on the import of goods from other parts of Japan. There is even opposition from local fishing communities in Fukushima. Dozens of countries banned their produce after the disaster in 2011. The US and EU only eased their restrictions in 2021. Many in the fishing industry fear their reputations and livelihoods could be further damaged if the nuclear plant water is released. But Japan says the water needs to go somewhere because storage tanks at the site will reach full capacity in 2024. As of May 2023, the tanks were already 97% full. The nuclear plant's operator plans to gradually release more than 1.3 million tons of water into the ocean over the next 20 to 30 years. A point of concern among critics is that water treatment will not remove all radioactive materials. While the process is meant to eliminate most contamination, trace levels of a radioactive form of hydrogen called tritium will remain. Scientists say there is currently no viable technology that can remove it. Fukushima officials argue that the concentration of tritium will be negligible in such a high volume of water. Tony Irwin, an honorary associate professor at the Australian National University's Nuclear Physics Department, told The Post, the Fukushima water discharge is not a unique event or without precedent because nuclear power plants worldwide have been routinely discharging water containing tritium over 60 years without harm to people or the environment. Other experts say that while people worry about the water being treated and gradually released into the ocean, the real danger could be continued storage of the contaminated water, which would be exposed to the risk of another natural disaster or human error. As Japan presses ahead with the release, it faces an uphill battle in convincing its own population, as well as many of its neighbours, that its plans for handling the liquid legacy of the Fukushima disaster are safe.